Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, hey everyone, welcome to a live action FGC video once again. This is the first one, the first real one.
Alright, you want to explain to them where we are? And
Yeah, so we're at a movie theater.
What are we seeing, Matt?
We're gonna see the Spider-Man movie.
Heck yeah.
This one, what is
Far
it?
From
Far
Home.
From Home. I knew that.
Yeah, he definitely did.
But yeah, so we're discussing our thoughts. There's many people walking out. This is very cool. This is a fucking vlog. Stop.
Okay, we're recording now.
Alright, we're live on here.
Okay, we're live. We're live.
Okay.
Alright, so
what are your thoughts?
Mysterio's a villain.
Mysterio is the villain.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mysterio's a bad guy. I've heard that this is gonna be very good, and I hope it is.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on walking into a Spider-Man movie?
I don't know. I don't know shit.
Good.
Alright,
Alright,
good.
that's all they need to know.
Is that all we
Thanks
need?
for watching, guys.
Yep.
We're gonna cut back to my house tomorrow.
Yep.
Audio.
Bye.
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 See you there.
Meme review.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh.
Hey everyone.
Yep.
We are
Sup?
at our house. My house.
Yeah, we're not Team 10.
Yeah. Who knows? We might have that someday. I mean, if we make it that far.
Hey, Gamers Clubhouse.
Big gaming clubhouse.
But yeah. I'm sure we have our thoughts on the movie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But we gotta explain what. Oh, well, the title of the video is just what we saw.
Yeah. So the first half of this is essentially going to be non-spoilers, like the general tone of the movie, and when we decide to,
If it's worth
the
seeing.
spoilers, and yeah, that.
That's all.
But yeah, who wants to go first?
Probably the biggest Spider-Man fan out of the three of us. So I'll just say I really liked the movie. It was really good. It was very action-packed. There was a lot of comedy, as a Marvel movie would have. I thought it was a great follow-up to Homecoming. Tom Holland is a fantastic Spider-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal was fantastic as Mysterio. The cast was really good. I enjoyed it very much. I'd probably go see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing else I can really say that wasn't said. I love the casting, a lot of action. Really nailed Mysterio.
The humor was just on point.
Yeah, it really nailed Mysterio. I was afraid that Mysterio would come off as a little too...
Of a hero.
Yeah, like, Mysterio is always one of those villains that are really hard to pull off correctly.
Because he has the reputation of being very goofy. And
yeah,
stuff.
and he was really... I wasn't expecting it to... He's a very memorable villain.
Yeah, he's very good in this.
For sure.
Probably one of the best in the entire Spider-Man, any Spider-Man series, this is probably one of the best.
Portrayals of Mysterio.
One of the best, well, actually one of the best Spider-Man villains in the movie.
Yeah, Michael Keaton and Jake Gyllenhaal did amazing jobs with both of their roles for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It was,
yeah.
Oh, man, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Like,
yeah, it was very.
Yeah, it was like he was made to play that role.
Because what happened was when I read early reviews of the movie that were like non-spoilers or anything, they were just saying like, this is a fantastic movie. I was like, they were saying that about like Captain Marvel and Godzilla, so I got a really bad hunch. But then I saw it and I was surprised that it was going to be really good.
It was speechless. It's a fantastic movie. The fight choreography, Tom Holland did a great job with all his choreography again.
Yeah.
And lots of flips, lots of action.
So now it's Matt's turn.
Yeah. First MCU?
Matt's first MCU movie.
My first movie in a long time, other than Detective Pikachu. Like the last movie I saw was probably Toy Story 3, that long ago.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never saw you as the movies kind of.
That's the thing. Like before this channel, I was like, I don't give a fuck, But the funny thing is I wanted to do this just for the content, but actually seeing Detective Pikachu in this movie was like actually unironically really good, and I'm actually like wanting to unironically see like more movies, not only for like content but like
Just
to
in
see
general.
them. Yeah.
Just enjoy them.
Yeah. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I didn't really expect much. I was like, okay, sure, I know the basics of Spider-Man going into this movie, but like, this is like a sequel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of tough for me to like know to what expect. And at the beginning of the movie, you were like, Mysterio is like gonna be the supervillain. I'm like, okay, alright, cool. And then Mysterio's like a good guy, and I'm like, okay, well, he's obviously gonna probably turn bad, but this is really just confusing for me right now. But yeah, like, other than that, the action in this movie was really good. So I had something stuck in my teeth. Anyways, yeah, the humor also was really good. I enjoyed it. The Led Zeppelin.
I love Led Zeppelin.
Should we save that for the spoilers?
I mean,
Unless it's very minor.
it's a minor.
Maybe we
definitely
can
is
go
a
in more
minor.
depth about
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's definitely a good movie.
Once we get into spoilers, we'll be more.
Should we talk about like? I mean, since they're seeing this part, they've probably already seen the trailer. Can we talk about how like this is? You could really feel the gap that Tony left.
Yeah.
Is that gone?
Yeah.
You could really there was definitely
I
a hole
think
to be filled in
definitely.
the And
if you haven't seen Avengers: Endgame, which I don't know why you wouldn't have, except Matt.
Yeah.
Go see. If you haven't seen Endgame, I'd suggest watching Endgame first before Far.
Yeah.
If you haven't, if there's someone out there that hasn't seen Endgame, because there's a bunch of Endgame spoilers.
I would, but judging by like what you guys were saying about it last night, like how long it is,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like
it's a movie you want to see at home.
Someone at
It's a movie,
watch it at home.
It's a movie you want to see, and you want to be able to pause, get up, go to the bathroom, and come back.
That,
Yeah, I'm
then,
definitely buying it on Blu-ray, and we can watch it at your
back
house.
then, like, I would like stop watching movies that were like an hour long, like back then.
Mm-hmm.
I just cannot sit through anything that's long.
This was I think Barberman was like 2 hours. Something.
Yeah, it was like 2. We got in at like 12:05, and it would probably end at like 2:30.
Yeah,
2:30.
We stayed for the credits too, and
2:40.
that's like an extra.
Yeah, that's like
Like
that was like an extra
5
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So definitely like.
Yeah. There is a mid and post credit scene. We're not
Right,
gonna
we'll
discuss
talk
what they
about
are
them
in the
in
spoilers. But
Yeah.
just be aware there is a post and mid credit scene.
Which was actually shocking.
Yeah, it was really good. The mid-credit scene was probably better than the end.
The mid credit scene was the best. We'll talk about it in spoilers, but just the mid credit scene is worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it.
I really liked how they developed the characters.
Yeah.
They really fleshed out Ned.
I really liked Ned more in this than. I mean, he was cool in Homecoming.
Yeah, he was funny in Homecoming.
He was funny in Homecoming, but he was more funny.
And he had like more of a purpose.
I love also how they. I'm not gonna get into the specifics, but I love how they addressed the plot holes in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And they made them work.
Yeah.
That
was a funny scene in the beginning.
That was right in the beginning. Like
the tribute.
Yeah. They addressed all the Endgame plot holes, and they made a workaround that would work in that universe. That would
make sense.
It was honestly the first 10 minutes was really hilarious.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, they addressed it. Which we'll talk about in spoilers, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we want to say about this movie for sure.
Like go through the movie in order.
Yeah, since it was like the middle of the night when we saw it.
Yeah, we were like we were all just super excited to see a movie opening night.
Yeah, even me, and I wasn't really expecting anything.
But yeah.
Yeah, this movie really is I would say it has to be in the top 3 for the best Spider-Man movies of all time.
Yeah. 2.
Thinking about it, it may
be better than 2.
It may finally dethrone Spider-Man 2. I don't know about Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse is
Spider-Verse is in a category of its own. It's literally just fan service, but
yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah, so best live action Spider-Man.
Yeah, best live action Spider-Man.
We'll say Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From I'd say top 3 like for me are like Far From Home, 2, and probably Homecoming. Yeah. Because I really like the original Raimi film. That'd probably be 4 for me, 4th place. But I really like Tom's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He definitely pulls off how like I feel like I'm watching like someone who's us.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching us.
Yeah, that's the point of the character.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You want to like
you
connect
need
with
that
him.
relatability, and this is like the problem with Homecoming was that he didn't really feel like Spider-Man, but this one he feels like Spider-Man. Like like he's not like Iron Man's little like sidekick in this anymore because Iron Man's gone, and now Spider-Man has to become his own hero.
Yeah. He's not following the footsteps of Tony anymore. Yeah. Well, unironically.
Yeah.
But that's also spoilers.
Yeah.
I love the chemistry between Happy and May. That was pretty funny.
It was from the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, it's a fun running gag in the movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
a lot of
There are a lot of running gags.
Yeah, there was a lot of running gags that. So yeah, I think that's all we have.
Yeah, there's not much you can talk about besides the stuff that's
the spoilers.
Yeah, the movie's pretty spoiler heavy.
Alright, so should we dive into the...
Yeah.
Alright, so disclaimer, we're gonna talk spoilers. Click off now.
And maybe, hopefully, Gare will put like a timestamp for when we finish talking about spoilers. Probably not.
I mean, that's probably going to be the only thing we talk about from here on.
Oof, I mean, I don't know if we can talk about it for that long, but yeah, sure.
But yeah, honestly, like the thing we might say that isn't spoilers now is this is definitely a movie I would recommend.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Sure.
It's really good.
For sure.
Definitely check it out.
I'd go see it maybe another 2 times.
Even I mean, I saw Homecoming 3 times.
Somebody who isn't necessarily a Spider-Man or a Marvel or a superhero fan at all. Like, I actually unironically enjoyed this movie, like, a lot. It was really good.
Yep, so anyway, we're about to dive into the spoilers.
This is your final warning?
Final warning.
Click
off now. Don't get mad, don't unsub, don't dislike. We warned you.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
God, I love the blip.
Blip.
The blip. That opening scene where
everyone just pops.
Don't get hit by a basketball. Still playing the thing. That was amazing.
I love how the effect of like poof.
Yeah. I like how I pretty much love how it was in the entirety of Peter's class like didn't get blipped, which was super like convenient. Except for like what? Brad?
Brad aged.
Brad aged. Was he blipped away? Or did he just age during the blip?
I think he aged during the blip, I think. I'm pretty sure, because he looked older.
Yeah, he looked a lot older.
I mean, they're not all teenagers in the movie, but, you know, they intentionally made him look older.
Yeah. I
thought in certain angles Ned aged too, but I think he got snapped too.
I like the joke about Flash trying to pretend he was blipped. He's like, I'm actually 21. Actually, I'm 21. Actually, he was blipped.
He's 16.
That was so good. I like the Betty Ned.
Betty and Ned
relationship was hilarious. God. I loved it so much. And I called that it wouldn't last for the entirety of the movie. I was like, this isn't gonna last.
Yeah.
It was nice though. It was nice having like Ned actually see the action.
But, I thought Peter and Gwen in the Amazing Spider-Man series had the best on-screen romance. But damn, MJ and Peter were honestly freaking adorable.
Yeah, they were like a power couple.
Yeah, they were adorable. They were
doing stuff together. Gwen had that too.
Like they both, but they had like that awkward nerdy flirt, like kind of like that. That's it. Kind of it was. They were very adorable. You would really want them to get together at the end, and since this is spoilers, that they do.
They do, yep. Get Brad.
Brad, freaking Brad.
Tried so hard everything. He was like all fair and love and war.
Brad was the real villain of the movie.
Brad was true.
Everyone has a berry.
Yeah.
Brad, yeah.
Yeah, Brad was he was quite a good. I liked the scene where he I like the scene where he called the drone strike.
Yeah.
He's got an airstrike.
He's like, the first thing you do is that was really cool. I like Edith. It was a nice replacement. What was his Karen? I missed Karen. I wish she would have came back, but
that's in his suit though.
Yeah, that's his homecoming suit.
Yeah, it's in his homecoming suit, and the Edith's is in his
glasses.
The glasses. I know everyone was saying like theories like that was like the voice, like there was gonna be some AI in Tony's glasses because he has that, but everyone was saying that it was gonna be like Tony somehow. Or
yeah, people were like Tony was gonna.
I don't think the theater could have handled that though.
Yeah,
it was like
people are talking about Tony uploading himself to AI.
Yeah,
which he probably do that.
Will for like Ironheart though.
Yeah, probably.
What else? Mysterio's illusions were freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, like
the right from a comic book. That was
and I liked how they brought back villains from they brought back a dude from the original Iron Man movie.
Yeah, I didn't even notice Jake Gyllenhaal in the background of the Civil War shot. I have to rewatch Civil War now and see if he's actually there, and they didn't just digitally add him or something. Yeah, I have to look now. Barf. Yeah.
He called my life's work
Barf.
Barf.
Back to Civil War. Turned Mysterio's tech is Iron Man tech.
Yeah.
His illusions are Iron Man tech that he designed. That's all the way from Civil War. That was a great callback.
I know. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, when they showed the flashback of Tony, and I was just like, wait. Wait, barf.
Barf, oh no.
I love that line too, and he's like, I designed this, like,
my life's work
virtual reality, and he calls it barf.
Gotta love Tony.
Yeah, that turn once Mysterio, because as soon as the camera was cutting back to Mysterio, I was like, okay, something bad's about to happen, because he gave him the glasses. And then it looks like a movie set, like just he's like, cut! But wait,
cut the break.
I was really confused during that part.
Yeah, we told you Mysterio's really big on illusions and stuff.
Yeah. That was great.
The illusion scenes were so good.
Yeah.
By far the best one.
CGI was definitely improvement from Homecoming.
And by far the best illusion was the Tony coming out of his grave.
Yeah, because usually they do that for Uncle Ben, but since this is MCU Spider-Man, Uncle Ben doesn't really fit the narrative anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, we know him, but like
we know he
lost his Uncle Ben.
Yeah, so having like Iron Man's tombstone and have like the zombie, that was awesome. Yeah, zombie Iron Man, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. There were some nods to Ben, like in his suitcase was Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, he exists, but it's just he's not that big of a role.
Or he's not as big as him. Like, he's still important, obviously, because that's his Uncle Ben. Like, that's the reason why he became Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, it
was kind of like he chose to be like I always thought of it like he chose to become Spider-Man like because he could do stuff, and then when he saw Tony, he thought like this is what I could be doing.
Yeah.
And Ben was just the push forward, and then like once Ben started, he needed another push. The elementals were amazing.
Yeah.
I wish we saw more of them.
I would. Yeah.
But they weren't the main focus.
Yeah, they were. They died in like their first battles anyway, because they're illusions by Mysterio. Everyone called that.
Yeah.
Everyone knew Mysterio was the villain, but all the MCU fans who don't follow the comic books or the cartoons are like, Mysterio and Peter are gonna have this great friendship. They're gonna be best. No.
Sadly, it couldn't be like that.
Yeah. Alright, Matt's not talking, so
Matt, what was your favorite part of the movie? Was it the end credit scene? We don't talk about the end credit scene at the end?
We'll do that last, because that was...
I kind of had two favorite parts. A few, honestly. I don't really know which one to choose. This was, of course, before he was confirmed evil, where Peter and Mysterio sat down with each other and had a time to talk.
At the bar or on top of the roof?
Yeah, I thought that was a great moment.
Yeah, that was a good. You really felt like he was Tony in that scene.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard.
That's why, I really liked when they were talking in the bar and he put on the glasses and Peter kind of saw Tony.
Yeah,
He made he didn't say a word. He just had that facial expression. Like you can see the pain, like the grief.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is a shame, really.
I think Tom took it as the best live action Spider-Man. I think he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think Toby had the better character arc, but I mean, just overall, I think Tom just.
Is that the edgy one?
Yeah, edgy.
Yeah, well, yeah, the first one.
The first.
I don't
the
even know what
original
you'd call
live action.
Andrew Garfield at this point.
The middle child.
The middle child.
Yeah. The middle child.
How many actors have done the
3.
The three have done
Okay.
live action Spider-Man
Okay,
movies
I figured.
for movies. That's always Japanese Spider-Man, but
Yeah, there's Jeff.
we don't talk about Japanese Spider-Man.
Yeah,
What would it be in Japan? There's Night Monkey and
Night Monkey.
Italy.
that was amazing.
Japanese Spider-Man is just Spider-Man.
It's
but
Spider-Man. He pilots a giant mech like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, it's Power Rangers.
Speaking of Power Rangers, all those references.
There was a lot of good references.
One of the chaperones was like, "They're doing something with the Power Rangers."
And he's like, no, that's Voltron. I love the chaperone. Which chaperone was that?
It was the
second
I forgot
one.
his name though.
He was like,
the,
witches.
non-white
Like
one.
it was like he was the science teacher, but since all this crazy stuff was happening, he was just saying everything was
Witches.
dark magic.
No,
And stuff.
this is the
Have you ever
witches.
wanted to experience the
Back in the
Salem
dark.
witch trials? Oh no,
Only
Carl
one
Weasley.
explanation for this.
Witches. That was one of the good running gags.
I actually fucking died when that happened.
I liked Flash's vlogging was a good running gag.
Yeah, I didn't really. People were upset that Flash wasn't the stereotypical jock bully, but I think Flash works.
Yeah, I think
This
it worked.
Flash, he's vlogging and stuff.
This is more like Flash that would become Ancient Venom.
Yeah, this
when you
this
think
is
about it.
this is the Flash that would be in for a storytelling of this time. Because
Yeah,
I think the stereotypical jock thing is kind of overplayed
Played out.
by him.
yeah, played out.
But having him kind of the nerd, but he's still
Still
kind
a
of
dick.
still a jerk.
Yeah.
What else?
Um.
MJ was great.
Yeah.
It's hard to pinpoint if this will be the Mary Jane of the MCU, which it probably is.
Probably is.
Probably the next movie she's gonna have red hair, but you know what? She was great.
Yeah, Zendaya does a great job.
Yeah, Zendaya did.
I actually unironically love Zendaya.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she started acting like a.
She started on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Shake
she
it up
did.
to
Shake it up.
Spider-Man.
Well, look where you've gone.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
well,
that was.
You know, everyone has to have the story, and she obviously has gotten way better at acting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she was a great love interest for the movie.
Mhm.
It didn't really feel forced per se. Because
They set
it
it
just
up pretty,
out of
they
nowhere.
set it up pretty well in Homecoming.
He's just I just because
we also
what's
gotta
her name?
remember that
Liz.
Liz, yeah.
Yeah, because she just left for Idaho because Spider-Man caught Vulture. We'll definitely watch Homecoming for Matt's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know.
He doesn't love the part with Ned where he's like, "What are you doing in here?" Watching boy. That's a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mysterio is a villain you can relate to, which is something I was really worried about.
That's what they're doing with the Spider-Man villains. They
Yeah,
all
you
made
relate
them
to
have
them.
some
Super
relatability to
relatable.
them. Yeah, I didn't expect for him to be. I thought when I first was hearing his narration, his monologue about him being working for Stark, I was like, okay, this is just the Vulture all over again. But then they added more to it.
Yeah, they added layers to it, which is really nice.
Instead of Vulture being Vulture was Stark's company shut down the construction and I need the money to pay for to help my family and stuff. But this one, he's I directly worked for him and he
he took
screwed
away
me
my
over.
life's work.
Yeah, and he screwed me over and fired me. That so. Yeah,
I like the running gag about the cape. Do you still need the cape?
Yeah.
Yes.
I might be shaking hands with the queen.
I might be shaking with the queen after this. Nick Fury was good.
Nick Fury. Yeah, I really Nick Fury's always.
He's always does a great job, and he's always
Yeah.
God Samuel L. Jackson. I love him.
Yeah, Nick Fury's always fantastic.
I like the scene in the climax of the fight.
I
Between...
loved that Spider-Man felt way more independent in this movie.
Yeah, because Tony wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, he needed to become.
And he built his own suit.
Wow, that was so good.
I was like, finally, some independence from Peter.
And like I love
him doing all the. I mean,
like,
the holograms weren't really his thing. It was just more of like him drawing out, like in the first Spider-Man, like him just drawing the costume.
Sketching out the costumes he wanted.
You know what? It was a nice change.
Yeah, like
it was still a good costume.
You know, for sure, like Happy was like he saw Tony in him in that moment.
Yeah,
for sure. Like,
yeah, because once he said like I'll get the music, and I was like, wait a minute, they played this song in the first Iron Man.
Yeah, they did
when he was building the suits. I was like, that's a great callback.
And then I love Led Zeppelin. He said you wouldn't understand it because it's not a Star Wars reference. For the next Tony Stark, I entrust this to you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Everyone was like, why can't Peter be the next? Why does he have to be the next Iron Man? He's supposed to be Spider-Man, not Iron Man. I'm like, no, he's meaning that he's supposed to be the next great hero, the leader of
the Avengers.
I'm just gonna say the MCU because that's what their plans are right now. Anyway.
Yeah, I'd rather
have Spider-Man be the lead of the MCU.
I'd rather have Spider-Man than like Captain Marvel. Sorry,
I think most people would.
I mean, I think Captain Marvel's a cool hero.
I love how they shaded Captain Marvel though.
Yeah, don't you dare say her name. Like they're really trying. The Russo brothers are really trying hard to put her up on a pedestal. Yeah. Which is okay, but like it's so forced.
Yeah, but I mean in
the comics she's pretty powerful. To be fair, not as strong as Thor or Hulk.
She was a jerk in the comics though.
She is.
So I think they nailed that well then.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. What else can we talk about?
I love how people made the parallels between Doctor Strange and Mysterio.
Yeah,
that's the Strange fellow, right? Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the Easter eggs and the callbacks were fantastic. I love those. They get that little reference, like the Finding Wakanda.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one for sure.
Yeah, I liked that. I liked the concept of like this being like a summer vacation kind of thing. It's like I don't know, having like it's a nice change of pace because you don't want like every Spider-Man sequel to be, because I know they want him to be like a high school, but you gotta like you can't have like the same movie him just being like struggling through school and stuff. Like this one, it feels more like because like the movie starts off at like literally the last day of school.
Yeah,
because they go on vacation.
Mhm.
For like the school trip, or they go to Europe or whatever. And I like that. I like that Spider-Man's he already stepped out of New York, but it felt like nice that Spider-Man's in like a new environment.
He was
and not in New York City.
Ton of new environments too.
Yeah, like, that's why I said like because he's been to space and stuff, and
yeah.
But it's nice. But for like a Spider-Man movie, he's like in a new environment. Like
yeah.
That's like not space.
Yeah. I really hope they stick around with like the Night Monkey joke, but like they do like because I really want them to start introducing like heroes that are in the other parts of the world. So like there are a group of heroes set in Canada. I forget.
Alpha Flight.
Yeah, Alpha Flight. That'd be great. Because like a lot of the MCU movies take place in like just
New York.
Yeah,
well, that's how it is in the comics. So
yeah,
it's always New York.
Right? I like them to expand. Just a little.
Of course.
It's nice to see like new environments.
Yeah.
It's like New York and Wakanda are the only places you see fights.
In space.
Yeah, or Sokovia.
Yeah, the action was pretty good.
The suits were great.
Suit costumes. The CGI was an improvement from Homecoming,
sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. You have to do good CGIs with Mysterio, like.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice change of pace. Like I said, the illusions were great. They felt, like you could feel the intensity of what's going on. Spider-Man felt really powerful in this movie. Unlike the other one, they kind of because they kind of in that one they kind of saw him as like the underdog.
Yeah.
But in this one, he felt powerful. He
Yeah,
felt like
like,
he was the hero.
I felt like the most powerful he felt in like Homecoming was the scene where he was like
left in the rubble.
Yeah, that was probably like the most powerful scene in that movie.
Because that was like the arc. Or
that was the climax. If you don't need.
Yeah, because he felt like because they tried to nerf him because there's the story they were telling was like he's like
finding himself.
But in this one, he's trying to like step out of Iron Man's shadow and just be his own hero. That's what I'm saying. Like Tony's gone now, so the world needs a new hero.
Yeah, and like you can tell he didn't want to make like.
I also like that they didn't. They had Peter being very uncomfortable with like talking about like the Avengers and stuff because you can tell that he's like in pain and he just wants to still be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and not be like the Avengers or anything.
Yeah.
That he just.
He's starting to realize that he can't really. It's not really a choice anymore.
Yeah.
And that's probably it. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna say something I forgot.
Final battle was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A battle on the bridge was so good.
Yeah, the bridge battle was.
The Peter Tingle. That was so good.
I remember because they said that and they said Peter Tingle team, so I was like, oh no, this is not gonna be good. But they made it work very well as like a joke.
Yeah, and it also explained a lot of why I'm like. I mean, like why it wasn't working throughout the movie because like he still felt underpowered at some points because you're like, well, Spider-Sense should have been able to get him out of that situation. Like when the train came by, he should have known that the train was.
Yeah, but then once because I think for the MCU it just like turns off and on. Like in Infinity War, he was definitely like his spider senses were going off. Like they're like developing, so there's like it's like not.
It's kind of like it was kind of like Miles learning the invisibility.
Yeah,
and the shock flash.
Yeah, it just comes when it like fight or flight kind of thing.
Yeah,
and then it just when he just did like Peter Tingle and just was like walking through all the illusions, just breaking all the drones.
That was so good. That was so good.
Yeah, that's usually how they do Mysterio. They have Spider-Man just focus on his spider sense and.
I mean, because your eyes start to deceive you, and he's got to rely on the spider sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like they didn't use it enough in Homecoming.
They try to avoid it in.
Yeah, and I liked how they brought it into this movie more.
Yeah. Yeah, he felt way more like Spider-Man in this movie.
Yeah, he had the better tech. He had the electric web shooters.
The taser webs.
The taser webs. It's always good.
Yeah, he felt way more like Spider-Man than in Homecoming.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, understandable.
We want to talk about the end credit scenes now, I guess?
Should we? Yeah. Alright, mid-credit scene first.
It's, just...
God damn it.
That was so good. I was not expecting anything that was going to happen.
I don't think anybody in the crowd, in the theater nobody was expecting it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was the biggest like WTF moment in the movie.
Just both like everything about it, like the scene where
like the news just comes down, you're like, huh? And it says like, and it was like, this was taking the final moments before Gwent and Beck, aka Mysterio, passed away. Saying Spider-Man like caused everything or something.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh. And then like
he starts to say the name.
Yeah, he starts to say the identity. It cuts off, and it says. And then it says...
And it comes up and he says it.
But no, first it said the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Everyone just wait. And then there he was. J.K. Simmons
in all his glory.
Back as J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
The crowd was clapping.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was like the best part. It's great. That was the ultimate fan service right there.
Yeah, for sure. And then
I'm happy he's back as Jonah. I was so scared they were gonna introduce Jameson and have like someone new.
Yeah, that's the reason why they didn't put him in Amazing Spider-Man series because people wanted J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, but then they were like, well, he's with like DC now because of Justice League, but then Justice League kind of failed.
Flopped miserable.
So now I was like, yeah, he's back though.
Yeah, that was great. I like.
Yeah, and then it revealed Spider-Man's identity, and you're like, wait, you
can't just end it there.
Yeah, and he's like, what the? And it just cuts.
You just see the picture of him. Yeah, and I like because they teased it with the May and Happy thing.
Yeah,
he's like, no more secrets.
Because that's what Iron Man did at the end of Iron Man.
Yeah.
It was like, he was like, I am Iron Man, and just... cut to that. But it was funny. That was fun. But
Like
then,
that's what I wanted to talk about. Because like in the entirety of like Homecoming, like he doesn't want to put the people he doesn't want to make the mistake that Iron Man did. Because after he revealed he was Iron Man, Pepper started getting targeted and all that stuff. And he didn't want to make that same mistake, and then it just ended up happening, which is really like poetic.
Yeah, that was just like the biggest. Now, that's such a climactic ending too. Now everyone knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Yeah, I wonder how Flash is gonna take it.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Post-credit scene. I was honestly expecting a Sinister Six tease. That's what people were telling me, that they're gonna tease the new Sinister Six team, and they're gonna be the villains for the Spider-Man sequel, or they're gonna do the Sinister Six movie that Sony's been planning. But no. You see Nick Fury getting in the car, and then they're Skrulls.
And we
were like, no,
not Secret Wars, no, please. We just had Endgame. We just had Thanos. You can't build this up.
You can't have Secret Invasion. But then they started like being more comedic, and I was like,
and you're like, these are the Skrulls from Captain Marvel, the ones that are good, the ones that are like comedic.
And then Nick Fury is the one leading, because
the Skrull.
So yeah, because I was just like, they can't do.
Not yet.
Yeah, don't do it.
You gotta build it up.
Yeah, it was a great post-credit scene, but I wanted something more Spider-Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that, the next villain or whatever,
or Spider-Man will return.
You
know he'll come back.
Well, yeah.
He makes so much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the entirety of the movies, I forgot Skrulls were a thing because they only really show up in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But I like the Skrulls that they introduced in Captain Marvel. They're really good. They're really decent cast characters.
Yeah. Yeah, we should save it for the Captain Marvel review. Cause I've only seen it once, so
it's not that good. I've only seen it once as well. It's not a bad movie. Nick Fury carries that movie though.
It's
it's
not terrible. It's not terrible. It's definitely better than like Iron Man 2 and stuff. But it's alright. So I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
For
great movie. Highly recommend.
Great movie. Watch it. Even if you haven't watched it and you didn't listen to our review, still watch it. Like, it's that good of a movie for sure.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like and sub. We'll do more of these, definitely. If you guys have any requests for future movies, by all means, tell us. We plan on doing this a lot more.
Watch The Room.
We should totally make him watch Ragnarok with us.
Oh, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
My family is watching that again, and I always just watch Ragnarok. It's such a good movie.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
We
can make
PS4 play movies.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely, sure.
Yeah, like Blu-ray, I think.
Yeah.
But that's gonna do it. So I didn't really talk, but I think I said all I could say.
Yeah, because he's not really. This is his first MCU movie, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a way to start! What a way to introduce the MCU to Matt, though.
Yeah, I know. It starts with the best. You start with the best. Some of the best.
Yeah.
Is it better than like? Would you say it's one of the top MCU movies? Like.
There's
so many good MCU movies.
I definitely Endgame has to be still number one though.
Yeah,
Endgame was a masterpiece.
Yeah. Ragnarok's probably up there, probably top 3. To be honest, Ragnarok's super good.
Everyone craps on Black Panther though.
Black Panther
was freaking awesome.
Oh, what are you talking about? And the villain, Killmonger was like the best villain in the entirety of MCU.
Yeah.
Maybe Thanos beat him, but like up until Endgame, Killmonger was the best villain for sure.
Infinity War, you mean?
Yeah, up until Infinity. Well, Endgame really fleshed him out a lot more.
Yeah.
Because like he didn't really feel like a villain in Infinity War.
Yeah, because it felt like Thanos' movie in Infinity War. Endgame was like an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that's. Yeah. Hopefully we can do more of this.
Definitely. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.